I'm Brooklyn Varnador. I'm from Sebastopol, California. I'm a sophomore and I play on the Division I soccer team at University of Colorado Boulder.
Hi, my name is Jalen Tompkins. I'm from Scottsdale, Arizona. I'm a sophomore and I play for the University of Colorado women's soccer team.
My name is Stephanie Zuniga. I am a sophomore. I'm from Pinole, California, and I play D1 soccer for the University of Colorado Boulder.
I would say during our season, guys are treated a lot better. They have more benefits than us. For example, here we don't have a men's soccer team, but I used to watch my brother play soccer. He played at Sonoma State, and the men had a lot more fans and a lot more support, whereas here I feel like it's more people don't want to come and watch a girls' sport. Like they don't want to come watch girls' soccer because they don't think it's me as physical, as fast. So I think that people have a different idea about girls' soccer than boys' soccer, and all sports around the board, they think that boys' sports are more physical and faster, so I think that people look down upon women's sports.
I think when playing sports, guys are treated with a lot more respect than girls when they play sports. I think guys are taken a lot more seriously, and I think a lot of people think when girls play sports, it's just a joke or it's just a hobby, but it's actually something real. We're getting paid to go to school for, and so we take it very seriously.
In playing sports, I definitely think there is a difference between how women's and men's are treated. I think in the sense of the most common one, which is more people show up to men's games compared to women's games. Like for example, football games, obviously football is a bigger sport, but I do feel that the community should have that kind of same outlook in supporting the women's team as well, and it goes with basketball and other sports.
I think being a girl in college athletics, you're definitely looked at as you don't work as hard, and we don't get as much recognition for our hard work. I mean, we wake up at 5:30 every morning, have to go to breakfast, have to go to training, have to go get treatment, everything. So I think that we work as hard as the boys, but they definitely get more credit than us.
I feel like that in college sports I'm treated differently because I'm a girl. Not necessarily between the athletes, but I think for the people who don't play sports on campus, I mean, we're number one in the Pac-12 and nobody comes to our games, and people don't even recognize women's sports or women's soccer as a whole. People ask me if I play for like a club team, or they don't even realize like we have a university team.
I definitely do feel like I get treated differently off the field. In terms of football, they have this huge athletic facility and they have a game lounge, they have like a relaxing area, they have all these things, whereas like us, like the women's sport, we do have a locker room, but we don't have half of the stuff that they do.
I definitely think that our hard work goes unnoticed. I mean, I had football players in my class and they sit there and complain about how they wake up early and have to go train and go to treatment and then go to class after, and I think that sometimes people forget that we do the exact same things.
I do feel often that our hard work does go unnoticed. A specific time for me was probably in the recruiting process, was guys, when they get recruited, oftentimes they'll post all over social media and they'll get announcements in their school and they'll a lot of times brag about it. But for me, as a girl in the sports, I got many offers as well, but I didn't post it, I didn't share it, everybody, my family, I just had to take it. Nobody really cared for me.
There is a couple instances where I have felt that like my hard work goes unnoticed. One example is over the summer coming in to my freshman year, we had a class with 14 other football players, and they kind of just looked down upon us and like made it seem like their days were so much more harder and longer, and made it seem like our workouts weren't as hard as theirs.
I think that gender equality is very important in playing sports. I think that feeling equal to other sports, especially to the men's sports, it makes you have a lot more confidence and makes you think that you have to work a lot harder and just match their level of intensity.
I think gender equality is very important when playing sports. The biggest issue recently was the women's national soccer team not getting paid as much compared to the men's, whereas they have won so many World Cups, they've gone to the Olympics, they've qualified for so many of those events, and they've won a lot of games, yet they're not getting paid as much as the men's, and the men's team haven't even accomplished half of the things that they have.
I do think gender equality is important when playing sports, especially because I realize how much male athletes put into their sport, how much time and effort between classes, after class, before class, and I just don't think others see that we put in that as well, including male athletes, including others, our peers. Nobody really understands that we put just as much time and effort into our sports as they do.